everybody, and welcome. I'm your host, Captain Awesomeness, and today is race number 7, or otherwise known as the Memorial Race over here at G&J Kartway. Before I go into anything, let me just talk to you guys real quick about race number 6. You only got to see race number 5, but no race number 6, which happened a couple weeks ago. What's the reason for it? Well, technology comes with certain drawbacks just as much as it comes with a lot of benefits. So, long story short, I lost everything. Literally, my SD card decided to destroy itself, nuke itself. I don't know what it was, but I literally lost everything for race 6, and I was only able to recover whatever I had for race number 5. So, of course, that SD card luckily could be returned, and I did, and I got a new SD card. So hopefully my GoPro 360 GoPro Max does not do the same thing it did the last time. So with that out of the way, here we are at Memorial Race. Memorial Race, I forget what the real reason behind why it's called Memorial Race. The only thing different about it is that here spouses and mechanics get to race as well. So my wife's going to be out there. Now there's a little bit of controversy going on about whose cart she's going to be on, because a good friend of mine, Brian Schroeder, he's got a really fast cart on a 206 class that he wants my wife to try out. So I'll let the decision come up to her, but of course you guys know I'll record her as well, as much as I can from, you know, the sidelines. So with that out of the way, I am going to say this, that today is not as hot of a day, but it's still a little humid. So hopefully the racing aspect of all of this will be a lot more fun than it has been in the past. So having said that, here's the cart, and no real changes to it except for a couple of changes to the width and height and all that stuff. So overall, good to go. I don't have really anything in particular to talk about with the cart. I just want to be out there. So time to do warm-ups and then do the qualifiers, which is all we do, and then on Sunday we'll do the actual race. So that's the other challenging part. Let me mention that real quick. For qualifiers, you only get to do 2 laps. So whatever you can do in 2 laps, that's it. So yeah, lots of people are going to have some hurt feelings, to include myself, but I'm hoping that at least in warm-ups I get to find out what works for me and then just go for it. But that's all I have for right now, and I will see you guys maybe after warm-up and practice, or sorry, qualifiers. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay, so as mentioned before, warm-ups are supposed to be an event for you to kind of get a feeling for your cart. I'm here sitting behind Randall Potter in cart number 222, and I believe I have Reiner Ponch in number 22, who rolled up right in front of me as we're coming out. Again, this is not a competitive type of thing. It's just to get a feel for your go-kart and see how you fare up against other people on the track. So I took every opportunity to kind of get a good feel for this cart. What I will tell you is that it did feel very, very nimble. I love the way it felt with the changes I made. We've got Doug Koch here behind me in number 16, and what's great about this guy is that he can be all the way in the back of the pack and he'll find a way to get up front. He is so darn fast. I don't know how he does it, but I definitely want to emulate him. So somebody I definitely want to you know, find myself under his wing to see what I can do differently. But yep, he makes an easy pass on turn 1, and he's got Reiner on himself. Well, sorry to say, but he's got Reiner targeted, and Reiner is really struggling in this race for some reason, and I tend to notice that. But really, I'm focused on 2 things: keeping behind Doug Koch and watching his lines, and seeing what is happening in front. So this way, if I see something that helps me out, I can kind of use this opportunity to just get a well, bragging rights, you know, find myself around somebody who has been consistently faster than me. So I find myself around Reiner, go through turn 1, and I'm behind Doug, and I can just watch Doug is just going off in the distance. And in front of him, of course, is still Randall, who is even way more distant out there. So obviously, in comparison to these guys, I'm still in need of finding speed in places where I simply suck. One thing that's been pointed out, again, this is a great situation being in a warm-up, is also getting to see how I'm racing, right? So just notice how I hit the brakes in turn 1, see how deep I go, and then get back on the gas. I'm getting a lot of critique on this because a lot of guys say I should take it easy, but whatever. Anyway, I point the left to Reiner because I kind of want to see his line too. Really, it's for me to kind of assess, am I really fast or not? So I, again, kind of see what line he's taking versus what I'm taking, and I'm trying to see if I stay behind him or not. But I think what's happening here is more of a kart issue instead of a driver issue, in that usually Reiner is way, way faster than me as well. I just nudge him in the back just to kind of keep in front of me and kind of take advantage of being in the back to watch what he's doing, what the other guys are doing. And then, of course, out of nowhere comes Mr. Triple O, Ron Swift. Love this guy. He is probably the best ginger I've met. I hope you watch this, Ron. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about braking, I realized that my braking is maybe in need of improvement. I don't know. I like trail braking. It comes from cars, and it's a habit that I don't know if I can find myself getting out of, but apparently that is something I need to improve on, like brake basically in a straight line and get on the gas early as I'm in the apex / maybe right before the apex and then into the exit and all that transition. So I don't know, I'll just take it for what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to at least talk about certain things about me that I really need to improve. So let's move on to my commentary about warm-ups. Well, warm-ups are done. There's another round that I could go for, but I really don't care. Why? Because the lap times I'm getting were consistent. At this point, it's not about the kart, it's about my own driving. So I gotta find a good way to drive. That's all there is to it. But the kart feels good. There are some changes I'd like to make to it, but I can't. There's just issues, let's just put it that way. But overall, the kart feels really good. I'm pretty excited about making it out there for the qualifier. The challenge with the qualifier, though, is that it is only 2 laps. So as I mentioned before, I mean, of course there's no money on the line. If I ever even get podium, it's gonna be a plastic trophy. So, but really I'm pretty excited because I was kind of able to hang with the fast guys. So we'll see how that works out. I'm still at least, I think, 0.8 of a second behind the fastest guys, maybe half a second at best case scenario, but that's still a vast improvement, and the kart feels good. So overall, now I think the kart needs no changes whatsoever. I just need to tighten up a couple things, make sure they're good in that aspect, so that we don't have the same mishap we did last race. So overall, everything is going well. Then we'll go into qualifiers, and then we'll do the powder puff race. All right, let's chat about the 2-lap qualifier real quick. So there's 2 laps, and you got to get the best time. And actually, I got my best time in this very lap. As soon as I saw the green flag, I was already gunning anyway. So the one thing I want to mention here is that my driving improved a lot in this time, and that's just because of the help I've been getting from a Racing for Vets member by the name of Randall Potter. Randall is another veteran who served in the Army, and he is a golden person, man. If there's one veteran that I have met from my generation of combat vets, he is the man. And because of him, I was able to pull off a quick lap time, a lap time way quicker than I was ever able to pull off by myself. He gave me some ideas on what I needed to do with my lap time, and just wanted to say thank you so much, Randall, for just going out of your way to help coach me and get me in the right place. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video, but that's all I really wanted to say about all this. All right, so I've already done my qualifiers, and I'll talk about that later. But right now, what we've got going on is powder puff, and my wife is right here, ready to go. She just did qualifier, or really warm up, and now she's going to do the actual race. So I'm pretty excited, pretty pumped up about seeing how she does out there. So just follow along with me for a little bit and see what happens. But I'm pretty excited for her. She's pretty nervous, and once this race is over with, then I'll talk about qualifiers. Feeling good? Feeling good? Give me a thumbs up. All right. All right, so it's time to cover Mrs. Awesomeness's race. She started in, like, I think second place or something. So the 2 cycle go-karts find a way around her here, but then she manages some way, somehow, to catch up to them at turn 3, which would be what they do technically. And I was like, okay, what's going on? I remember watching this, of course, from the sidelines, and I was like, okay, either the ladies in front are just scared or something. But nonetheless, she held her own and managed to at least keep that lead for a little bit until, of course, the two-cycle karts got back on their power range and then just zoomed off, as you can see here. So still, nonetheless, I was pretty happy to see and excited to see that she was able to hold her own, not only here but everywhere else with everyone else who was racing. Again, this is Powder Puff. So Powder Puff is for our spouses or ladies who show up to support their kids or their loved ones out during these events. And of course, that means that they will not have the kind of experience that us regular racers do. So, you know, I can only tell you this. As I was watching her, I was like, wow, she's really taking up speed. She used to be pretty scared of going through turns. Yes, she's not taking ideal lines and stuff, so don't even, you know, look at that. But just look at the fact that she was driving, she was being consistent, and she stayed on track. So that in itself was such a huge deal, if you ask me. And we'll skip to the part where she actually passes one of the two-cycle racers, because I think they were a little scared, I guess. I don't know. But I happened to see her pass that one kart and continue on improving her line. And that in itself, again, just amazed me. So I guess she has been listening to the input that I've been giving her, making me all the more proud in this particular event. And then, right here as well, where she passes, I think this is a Yamaha, and she just made a right through. And unfortunately, some way, somehow, again, it's a novice racer, they spin out, and that was that. So all in all, she had a lot of fun, if you ask me. She was able to actually finish the race in second place. So let me just kind of give you guys the end result now. She finished the race in second place, but some way, somehow she got third place because the people who organized this said that they were going to award based on lap time. That really shocked us because we're used to the whole idea of whoever finishes, like, you know, goes through the start-finish line first is the position they get. So for them to do this rental kart thing, that really upset me, and it upset her too, because she deserved a trophy and she didn't get it. So what are you gonna do, you know? But I was pretty upset about it. But we'll just leave it to the powers that be, if they're watching this, to maybe reconsider, because you know, this is a race that they look forward to, and to change the rules just for the Powder Puff race, I feel a little certain type of way about it. But nonetheless, the race did end, and it ended on a good note. But I just wanted to show you guys that she was having the time of her life. But it's to the point where she's actually been talking to me about getting a go-kart of her own. So let's see what happens for next year, huh? Yeah. She was driving better than us. Yeah, she was. There she comes. There's my princess. Good job, Miss Ma. Good job. Good job, Miss Bug. Give me a high five. All right. All right, let's get the kart set up and then we can talk. So how did it feel?
It was one of the best experiences of my life. I enjoyed it a lot.
You enjoyed it a lot?
Yeah.
You want to do this again?
I think so.
You want to get your own go-kart?
I think so.
All right. Looks like we're sold on it. Pretty good. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really happy that you didn't destroy the go-kart. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, everybody's high-fiving her. She did real good. She actually placed well, so I'm pretty excited for her. So, yeah, let's talk about the qualifiers right after I get everything set up with her. All right, so they're about to announce all the Powder Puff winners and what have you. So we've got some nervous ladies over here in Emerson. So we'll figure it out. I'm just happy that she got to race, and I am definitely looking forward to all the guys giving me a hard time about how she races better than me. So there's that.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't so bad at all. That's for sure. She was a nervous wreck, wasn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it just gives you a whole new respect for the racers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you can get behind the wheel and turn the steering wheel. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now they know what it's like. Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. Good work, Amanda. Yeah.
You did a great job. Thanks, you too.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
I love how the ladies like always talk positive to each other, and we guys just give us we just bust each other's chops. That's just how it goes sometimes.
How you say it?
Misbah.
Misbah. In third place with the best time of
All right.
42.
Congratulations.
Harris.
Yay!
In second place with a 41.363, Sierra Harvey. And your Powder Puff winner with a 36.023, Amanda Ricky.
Woo!
Oh, Don's getting on.
Yep, we're getting trophies. Sierra, come on down. You don't want me in that view in the pictures, but I'll fill in.
Now I'm really gonna hear from the guys. Where's the second place?
Does anyone know Sierra? No. Aaron?
I know Sierra missed.
Sierra Harvey, come to the tower. Yep, I see her running. If you run, you might get moved up the curb. No.
Run, Forrest, run! Give me a thumbs up, Misbah. Give me a thumbs up.
Here we go. Now we got them all.
There's your powder puff.
Okay, so now with all the excitement over for the day, you have to remember finals for the actual racers are going to be Sunday. So we've got a lot of other things happening too right now, dinner and whatnot. So anyway, with all that over, the excitement for today, I will tell you how the qualifiers went. So qualifiers was only 2 laps, as I mentioned before. And what we had to do for that was just try to make sure that the setup of the go-kart was as good as possible. And for me, I ended up doing pretty well for lap times. I ended up in 5th place, which is a huge win for me out of 13 people. And now it's a matter of the actual race that'll happen on Sunday. So I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna be going over the go-kart, make sure everything is good, everything's tight. So this way when the actual race happens, we have nothing to worry about. So pretty happy about it all. I'm pretty happy the fact that my wife got into 3rd place with the Powder Puff race. I mean, it's just all going so great for us. So who knows, maybe I might actually end up buying a go-kart for her so she can join us in the Masters. That'll be fun. So nonetheless, I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm pretty happy that the day ended on a good note for both of us, and couldn't complain, you know. So that's a good thing. So nonetheless, we're gonna go do our dinner. They're having a memorial race dinner for everybody, so we're heading out over there. I'm just gonna, like I said, make sure the cart's good. I'm gonna clean up once I get a chance to, and then we'll kind of call it a day. But day 2, be ready to see some real good footage. And yeah, also make sure, guys, as I've always mentioned, always go down in the link below. This way, whenever I'm actually in the race, you know, with my Facebook and Instagram, you can see that I'm actually making posts about how things are going. So it's a good way to at least know, so you don't have to wait a few days, you know, for finding out how I actually ended up doing. But nonetheless, I'm gonna head out. I'll be seeing you guys at day 2, and hopefully all my recordings will stay intact. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you at the next Apex. Bye-bye.